when I was 5. I just started saying it to my family because I could remember it. And I think that's when I kind of got into storytelling. And I started kind of doing storytelling like the score when I was 10, and I've been doing storytelling ever since. Yeah.
So, Tang, will you tell us a story there and rouse our imaginations?
Okay. Crooked Johnny. There was a man living down our way one time, and when everything else will be forgotten about him, one thing will be remembered. He made the shortest list in mankind. It stated, I, Johnny Murphy, being of sound mind, spent every penny before I died. He was a devious class of man. He'd buy ya and sell ya. So that's how he got the name Crooked Johnny. An old woman once said, that fellow is so twisted and so crooked. If he were to swallow a 6-inch nail, he'd surely pass a corkscrew. And you know, she never said a truer word. He was a bit of a small farmer. He had 3 cows grazing in a small patch of land. He also had 2 nanny goats grazing in the same patch of land. He'd milk the cows, and then he'd milk the nanny goats as well for good luck. He had 3 ducks as well, but of course he didn't milk those. Well, when Crooked Johnny got bit up in the bones, the arthritis, you know, in the end, it got so bad he was confined to the hammock upstairs. Well, you know what it's like with men when they get sick. Their appetite seems to increase. The first call would come at 6:30 in the morning. 2 duck eggs, please, and a good grain of salt. Poor Julia's heart was broken, bringing him grub up and down the stairs morning to night. Well, the pains in the bones were bad enough, but in the waterworks gave up on him. So in the end, he had to see a doctor. The doctor said, my good man, this is a problem that has to be rectified from the inside out, requiring an operation and a trip to the hospital. Hospital? Oh, no, said Crooked Johnny. Oh, yes, said the doctor. You see, Crooked Johnny was a man of 78 years of age and had never slept in any other bed except his own upstairs. Such a hullabaloo getting him ready the night before. 'Twould do your heart good. Of course, pyjamas had to be bought. Crooked Johnny hadn't even seen pyjamas, let alone wore them. 'Twas like a dress rehearsal. He was parading up and down the floor just to get used to them. They made a big long list of things that he shouldn't say, like please and thank you. And then they made an even longer list of things that he shouldn't say. Well, Crooked Johnny wasn't long settled in the hospital when 2 nurses came in, and they stripped every stitch of the clothes on the bed off the bed. Then they turned to Crooked Johnny, and they stripped every stitch of clothes off him as well. Next they got some sort of overcoat. It went in through the back, out the front, and tie around the back. Then they railroaded him down to what they called the operation theatre. Crooked Johnny looked up at the doctor. Dr. Creed, he said, when you handles the knife, you can cut me down the right side or the left side. But whatever you do, keep away from my belly button. For when Julia brings up the 2 duck eggs in the morning, that's where I keeps the salt. Thank you.
Well done.